Wimbledon fastly approaching as it is just days away. In today's video, we look at the favorites to win this year's championship. What's up, everybody? It's John Eric Polak continuing my coverage of the 2024 Wimbledon Championships. It's going to be a fun tournament. Everyone who's been following along has seen entry lists, has seen contenders, long shots. Today's video, we focus on the men's favorites. Let's get started today by talking about the new world number one, Jannik Sinner. It's been a perfect 2024 here for Jannik Sinner. He's definitely been the best player on tour. He starts the year off by winning the Australian Open, his first ever major championship, and building a lot of momentum as this year's been going on. A semifinalist in last year's Wimbledon, and he also has looked great in the lead up to this year's tournament. I expect him to go very far in this year's tournament, no questions asked. Now let's talk about last year's champion, Carlos Alcaraz. The kid has all the talent in the world. He's an absolute phenom. Last year's championship win over Novak Djokovic will go down in Wimbledon history as one of the best ever matches on that grass court. And let's not forget too, Alcaraz also having a fantastic year, coming off a French Open championship. Let's just see how he handles the pressure of being the defending champion. He hasn't won a major championship twice yet in his very young and very great career. Now, with that being said, he's a very young star. So I know one day he's probably going to win just about every single championship and multiple times, but he still hasn't done it yet. But I also wanted to make this a point. I know there's a lot of people out there that said, oh my God, Alcaraz lost the lead up to Wimbledon this year. Take a deep breath. It's going to be all right. Carlos Alcaraz is going to go very, very, very far in this year's Wimbledon. Now let's talk about another guy who I have as a favorite in this year's championships, Daniil Medvedev. Medvedev, one of the most consistent guys on tour. He was a semifinalist last year. He's won a major championship before. He's made numerous major finals. He's as consistent as it gets. He's such a hard out for anybody. Expect him to go far. Here's the big question with him, though. Can he win the big match? Whenever it seems like he gets matched up with a Novak Djokovic or a Carlos Alcaraz or a Jannik Sinner now, he always seems to fall to those guys. Can he get over that hump? We're going to find that out here very, very soon. Now, the next guy I want to talk about here today might be a bit of a hot take. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's going to be Alexander Zverev. Zverev hasn't been too good on the grass courts, all right? Him and the grass courts haven't really gotten along here. His furthest appearance was the fourth round. He's done that twice, most recently in 2021. But here's the thing. He's a great server, and we know that servers typically will do well at Wimbledon. His first serve is absolutely excellent. Just look at his numbers. He's second on tour in serve rate. He's also first in first serve percentage. He's having a very good 2024. He was a semifinalist at the Australian Open, a finalist going 5 sets with Carlos Alcaraz at the French Open. I expect him to definitely be a very good contender here, even one of the favorites here in this year's championship. I get the controversy putting him in with the favorites. You might want to put him in with the contenders, but still, I think Zverev absolutely right in the mix of things here at this year's Wimbledon. Just want to end today with talking quickly about Novak Djokovic. I don't know if he's supposed to be included in this video or not. If I don't include him, people will come at me. If I put him in here, people may still come at me. I understand it. So let's just talk about the elephant in the room known as Novak Djokovic. Hasn't been a great 2024, but he's great on grass courts, seven-time Wimbledon champion. But again, he has to show us something here in 2024. We've all been following along. It hasn't been pretty this year. We don't know what the status is with that knee. It seems like he's going to try to give this tournament a go. He hasn't pulled out just yet. But still, irregardless, he's going to have to show us something. Let's see if Novak could do it here in this tournament, if he's able to indeed give it a go. So that was this year's favorites, in my opinion, for this year's Wimbledon Championship. Just want to remind everybody out there, too, this tournament's going to run July 1st through July 14th. And just want to give you guys a heads up on a few other videos. Coming up tomorrow, I'm going to do the same type of video for the women's side of things, looking at the women favorites for Wimbledon. And then over the weekend, I will be giving my predictions for this year's Wimbledon Championships.